I have the chat window open so I can check it from time to time.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's kind of nice, isn't it? Okay, so
Up here, I guess.
we'll go get Darkmoon open.
Darkmoon.
We'll go get Darkmoon open now.
Please, good things.
Please, okay, thanks to have the Darkmoon open.
Have the Darkmoon.
Have the Darkmoon open. While it loads. Hey, stream. Yay. Damn it. Stop thinking. Windows, stop. I need to go grab my stream link because I can't remember it and I haven't bothered bookmarking it. Copy link. There we go. And paste. Come watch me draw. Woo. Tweet. Huzzah. And start some music. Don't switch. Stop being a jerk. Give me some Illustrator. Do. Oh, I'm turning that down some. Probably not that. I would actually make some yes. Okay. Hey, here we go with the stream again. Got some Darkmoon going. I haven't had a chance this week to do any further work on Darkmoon, so as of right now, everything you saw the last time I streamed is still there. Hasn't changed in the least. So today we're going to be working on trying to get more poses for Darkmoon while the jerk talks to people, and then I don't know where we'll go from there. I might have to be, special and try and do walking frames or something. So, oh, you're watching the stream? Cool. Monitor the chat, because, I mean, I have the chat window open in the background, but I'm sure 5 seconds from now I will absolutely and totally forget, so. Woo! I am joined today simply by my wife. Not that she's simple. Simple. So me, basically. Yes, that's okay. You can say it, it's fine. Wah, wah. But, yeah, so the two of us today will just be hanging out while I draw goofy shit. So, woo, goofy shit. Any black sails? That's pretty much all I've been watching for the last couple of days. Yeah. That show is actually... Illustrator. That show is actually, better than I expected it to be when I first started watching it. It's irritating about that. I don't want that show to be so good, but it's so good. Pirates and Michael Bay and base explosions with pirates. Why? More than you might expect. And yet, base explosions. Can I just reuse that? I might just be able to reuse it. Let's just reuse it. Let's be a cheating bastard. That's more fun to me than actually putting in any, real effort. I don't want to. If I would have put an effort, I wouldn't be too honest. That's not how art works. Have you not met artists? No, that's what I'm saying, is we're all lazy. I don't want to do this right now. Stop. Or, do it like me and get all my practice in when I'm on my stream. It's the only time I'm actually doing stuff right now. Because well, actually, I wasn't lazy. I had a lot going on this week. We had to celebrate your birthday. You don't get to talk about it again for a while. I can't do that. You're not being helpful, Becky. It's a bad idea, Becky. Oh, that's... I forgot how I constructed it then. One nice thing about having a structure like this in place for my characters is I can kind of just move stuff around and get a feel for where all the junk is going to be without having to stress too much over it. And it's like, oh, I need to move this arm this way, I'll just move the underlying wireframe on it and then see where that gets me. Oh, you're fine. That makes sense. Giving him sleep, do. Oh, so when I bought those Sims games earlier, so you know we could play that game, picking up Sims 3, I got it, and I got like 3 expansions, I think. I didn't get everything, and I think I'm actually missing one of the middle expansions from the set, like in between all the other expansions I got. So we'll have to go eventually buy more if we end up playing the Sims of those. But I don't know anything about 3, but we hopefully are buying those. Yes, I like that series so much, and at the same time I hate myself because I like that series so much. Actually kind of fun. Why am I playing that game? I like to design houses, that's all it is. Like, the whole, like, life simulator thing and getting the Sims to do shit, I don't care so much about that. But actually, like, you know, getting, like building houses. That I enjoy. Oh yeah. That was in Sims 2 also. Yeah, I don't know if it was in the original portion of the game, or if you had, I think you did it during an expansion or something, but, you could get telescopes, and then you could cause, like, if you stared at telescopes too long, you could, cause aliens to show up, and then they would impregnate you. Yeah, and it would happen whether you were a dude or a chick. Like, they'd impregnate you no matter what. So, we were, actually, Mav got me into The Sims 2 for a while, and we were playing, like, making the CBRPG characters, because I'm not creative. And Alec was the science guy, and he was staring out his telescope while he gets his science points in the evening, and he got abducted and had, non-canon children. 3 green-skinned, non-canon children. So in case you're ever wondering whether or not Alec and Princess had kids, the Sims say yes. Although, to be fair, Princess wanted absolutely nothing to do with Sims Alec, so, I think he ended up, like, falling for the vampire mistress in town, and they hooked up or some shit. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. It was a while ago. And then she polluted my town with all the Riverdale characters. So there was, like, Veronica and Archie and Betty hanging out in my CBRPG. Which, honestly, if you read my comic, makes perfect sense. Because everyone ends up crossing over with that comic. There we go. Yeah, that's not bad. That'll work. Make love with that. I'm gonna have to do some serious foreshortening here, though. That's gonna be fun. So I want to make sure that all of my characters have poses from the various angles, not just all 8 positions, but like talking from all 8 positions, and being able to do expressions from all 8 positions, and eventually being able to walk and attack from all 8 positions this time. Primarily because I found that with the current set of characters I have in the first version of CVRPG Strong Mode, it gets repetitive after a while. Using the same poses over and over again. I'm hoping that even if I have the same kinds of poses this time, just being able to do them from 8 different angles will help the comic feel a little more light. I mean, it does have the downside that when I finally decide to add in new poses, I'll have to draw 8 versions of them, but yeah. That's the less fun portion of that. Yeah, that's not really what I'm looking forward to, but at least it's something. Does it make the comic look good, though? The answer is yes, so I will continue. What the shit? Actually, it's kind of a spindly arm. You're right. You don't exactly pay that much attention to beef. If you were, you wouldn't have married me. I am a spindly motherfucker. Don't lie. I'm a dude. Not to be like crass or anything, but dudes are supposed to have like more muscle. You don't anymore. Atrophy? Atrophy. You are nothing but mush and pudge. Yay! Yeah, no, absolutely he is. He's a coward and a wimp. He's an absolute wimp. Oh, we already did that game once. We painted up to be a mime, and that was awful enough. Yes.
Oh, it's amazing.
So you say.
Oh.
Yes. What? Yeah, no, it's saved. All the weird, goofy crap we've done on YouTube so far is all saved. That is, Sorry, I'm talking to myself there because I thought I was doing something wrong. No one but me knows what I'm doing right now. Hi, Darkmoon, and I have absolutely no idea where I'm going. That character is way more like me than I really like it. Direction sense, that's for other people. I don't do well with anything. I need written directions and Google going to find my way anywhere. And even then. The funny thing, though, is it's not my fault my characters have no direction sense. That's entirely on Mav. Her fault. She's the one that started that joke, and now it's just stuck. Oh, our friend Jason's cat? Yeah, she turned that cat straight up evil. Just kept telling it was evil until it finally got evil. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah? Hates me? Yeah. Because it knows, deep down, I had something to do with it. Which I didn't. It just knows I did, somehow. Like, that was Mab's fault. I was only dating her at the time. Because she's not really my sister. Qualify that. She was only adopted into my family after that. It's not weird, trust me. Okay, that's kind of weird. It's a little weird. Me too. We would have had the ugliest Jewish babies. No. It would have been trolling everyone. Oh my god. I'm half afraid our kids are gonna end up trolling everyone. And if they're anything like me, they're gonna be able to lie to anyone's faces and you can be able to tell. Ugh. Which means they'll be lying to our faces. Sorry. That's right, you were a bigger shit than I was. I really need to get 2 monitors at some point. Which, would be impossible to set up on this laptop. Actually, I'm not even certain I could. I'd have to get a USB monitor. Like, there's no other kind of monitor connection that this thing has. I think the HDMI, I'd have to check and see how the setting, I have it use HDMI outlets, but when I set it up initially, it just seems to stream the exact same monitor. I'm sure there's probably a way to get to stream out to 2, but there's no, actual monitor port on this laptop. I've had some laptops that had monitor ports. This is not one of them. Yeah. Of course, then I'd have to set up a whole, dock for my laptop somehow, and no one makes a good docking station that I have found. Apparently they fell out of favor, which is highly irritating. I like docking stations. I'm sure I'll probably need one, but I did. Damn it. Are you oozing? Okay. Some steady ooze. I guess. Almost done with your degree, babe. Almost done with your degree. Doing 12 of 15 for your last semester of college. Yes, you do, so you can finish graduating. God, lazy shit. I always found it ironic to, plagiarize tests or papers on ethics when I was doing ethics stuff. But I like saying it. It's funny. It's funny. What are you taking? Ethics? What are you doing for your paper? Stole it. Something's missing. You know what? They say that, but you can do more than just straight copy. I mean, that's the thing is, most people that are doing it are just going to straight copy it. They're not gonna paraphrase or quote or do anything like that. If you rewrite sections of it, like the whole point of stealing a paper when I was in college, which makes me sound old, well, so you didn't have to do the all the effort of trying to do the research and everything. That was what I did when I was like I found stuff that suited my points and I paraphrased them, which I think actually is what you're supposed to do. So I think in effect I basically just wrote normal papers. Apparently I was really bad at this whole cheating thing. It's not my fault. It's not my fault college makes it classes too easy. Or that I went to a college where the classes were too easy. Okay, so that is actually kind of my fault. Fair enough. Mom sent me there. Yeah, I can live with that. Rock out this Sonic now. Making your oons noises. Gotta do more work on my website at some point. Obsessed with my Castlevania website. I just gotta get more articles up. It's actually much fuller than it was when I launched it less than a month ago. I've managed to get a bunch of articles written and in place, and it makes the website feel much more full. I'm very happy. Whoa, that's it has. It's coming along. Still too much work to do on it. For a website that makes me absolutely no money and I think no one cares about. Nate was laughing at something, I don't know what. Someone wasn't paying attention to the live chat like they're supposed to. You can ask! We said something funny, apparently. That will never happen again. I'm sure it is. That's marriage, it's all my fault.
Oh, she's laughing at the cheating part.
I did have a guy cheat off of me one time. That was hysterical. Wow. He borrowed my notes for a class. I had a class that required so much note-taking. It was crazy. He wanted you to take notes on every section of the book, and it was not a short book. He wanted you to take out-of-class notes on various topics. He wanted you to take, there was notes in class on whatever he was discussing, and then he wanted you to do, at least it was open book. An open book midterm and an open book final, and it was all supposed to be detailed and written, everything, and then he'd, have you turn everything in at the middle and the end of the semester and give you a grade on everything you've written so far. And I got an A. I really, hauled ass on that class. So at least it was all writing I could do at that class. Except for the in-class notes, but let's just admit I faked most of those. So that's just how I am. Next semester, a guy I know in art class is like, hey, can I, borrow your notes? I have that teacher now, and I just want to, I think he's using the same book. I go, I don't care. You're just going to have to, rewrite stuff so you don't, get caught for plagiarism. I'm not going down for that. That's on you. He's like, yeah, don't worry, no problem. Come to the end of the semester, I find he didn't rewrite anything. And not only that, the teacher reused his midterm and final from the previous semester and didn't change it in the least. So he just turned in my midterm and final and got himself an A. Which, I guess I should feel proud that I got an A twice. Still, it's a little sketchy. Not lined up right. Stupid thing. Yeah, sometimes it's painful. But that means more shooting on the underside to make it look like it's... Underside works, outside is not necessary. Yeah, it kind of was. This is why I'm not a very good artist. I can't just tell what I'm supposed to do ahead of time. I have to go in there and like test and test and test until it finally like looks vaguely right. Like I'm very bad at the whole drawing once and knowing where it's supposed to go thing. Wasn't how I was trained, people. I'm a trained studio artist, damn it.
That's right.
Give me a model in a couple of hours and I can probably do something decent looking. That's almost there. To all you people. Don't try and justify my bad art by telling me I'm actually doing okay. I don't know what you wrote. I ain't you, woman. Doesn't look good. Still needs something. That's better. Yeah, that'll work. Foreshortening sucks. I hate it. Hate it. Part of it might be this. It's not like that. You keep, like, burping in my ear. It's kind of rude. Redo the shading. I'd have pictures of donkey pose. That's... Great. No! Woman! Bad idea, Becky. These are bad idea, Becky's. Curly round. We're being very quiet.
Yeah, sorry.
I am being a bad chatter.
I'm being. I'm so I can concentrate.
What's going on with these curves? Fuck, what the hell? Jesus. What? You need to stop helping Becky. Give him rickets. What the fuck? I'm not working on his leg. Okay. I don't know. Sure. Let's go with yes. Indeed. So Becky's being a bad chatter. Good to know. They don't. Why are you putting so much effort into it then? That's what I do with CVRPG. 10 points worth of effort. That should be my new slogan. That should be my new slogan. CVRPG, 10 points worth of effort. Oh my god. No, I really doubt I put anywhere near that amount of effort on some of those comics. You should see me, I'm like, I have a great idea for DSWC, and I'm like, huh. No, I'm not going to do that, I'm just going to do a single panel. Let's be honest, that's part of the reason why I'm trying not to do so many single panel comics in CVRPG anymore, is because I got into that habit with that comic too, and it got kind of bad. I can go find out, hold on. Swamp Gas on Music Library. That's probably what it is then. I will go... Let me go double check, because, Swamp Gases is actually specifically from the Overclock Remix album, Serious Monkey Business. FYI. FYI. What was I doing? God damn it. Yeah. I said I went and I ripped a bunch of music off of Overclock Remix, and then they came to my Twitter and be like, hey, that's awesome, do that. So I did that. Like, okay, carte blanche. I don't know whether or not they necessarily know about me using their music to soundtrack my stream, but I haven't exactly hidden it either. I do. All music provided by Overclock Remix, as well as additional artists like Kaufman, Jason Kaufman, Jeff Kaufman. Oh, forgot his name already. The Crypto Necrodancer dude. And then various extra soundtracks from like Nintendo and Square and Konami and stuff. All rights reserved by their various people. I claim no ownership of any of the music used here. Blah blah blah. That's my legal techno mobile jumper right there. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Right. That's right. That is seriously one of my favorite jokes. The blah 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 blah. And I have. Oh, it's so nice because it means I can actually have music going to this, and it's not just my own. The sound of my clicking and my mumbled stuttering as I go along. My constant lurker. Fucking Illustrator, what are you doing? What is that? That happens a lot. Our cats are being weird again. Hey, Castlevania. Big surprise that I have that in my closet. Like I'm a fan or anything. I don't run two different Castlevania websites. Illustrator, what the fuck are you doing? See, that was genuine right there. Jesus, dude. Come on. Yes. Ugh, what's that name? I hate you so much. shade characters this much. That was the reason why I was going with this art style. What was I thinking? Oh my god, I did. Ah! This looks like ass. Oh wait. Okay, so apparently today's stream is going to be me drawing one arm over and over again until I get it right, and then maybe I do different looks. Oh my god, I hate this so much. Stand up, right here. Stand up right there. Side shot. Side shot, lower your sleeve. Lower your sleeve, put your hand on your hip. Turn. Ball up your fist. Down further, down. Stop there, turn. Go further. That actually is a man's shirt, thank you. That's what it's supposed to be, he's wearing a coat! It's supposed to be bulky! Stop turning! God damn it! Okay, that helps, thank you. Go away. Now that I realize you're wearing a man's sweatshirt, I can work with this. I just need it baggy, because he's wearing a baggy coat, so I can see what's going on. I apologize for everyone watching this now and later. Just the amount of back and forth I'm doing on this over and over again. The cats are dumb. Our cats are dumb. Good job, kittens. But yeah, the amount of work I put into shading my comic the first time, that was way too much effort. You felt bad for me?
What?
Because of how much I accidentally overshaded all my characters the first time around?
Well, just,
Oh god, those characters were so obnoxious to shade the first time. Jeez. There. And in the long run, I don't even think it actually made them look good. Like, I like this version with the lighter shading much better. Apparently my cat's more into me. Looks like you know what's gonna happen? You do a stream of our cats, and that will be the time where they're like, no, we're not gonna be entertaining. We're not interested in this. What you have going on right here, that's not gonna work for us. Well, it's also a simple fact that the second they realize that their picture is being taken, they go and hide. Or that's the moment where they decide, hey, I guess I should probably lick my butt. Thanks, cats. Not while I'm trying to take your picture, though. Jeez. What do I want to do? Are you watching me, or are you just staring intently at something that's not me related? Why not? God, Are you staring at me? Just between the two of us on the couch. It's like you like me or something. It's gross. Because I make comments like it's gross. Have you not finished that yet? I thought you were done already. I'm gonna be done by the time you start streaming. I thought I was too. This arm is defying me. I don't like it. You heard me. Make yourself sound like a bathroom. Someday someone's gonna like call and complain about that. Did you hear what she said? What? Oh, no, I'm gonna do the macro note with the drawing today. I just need to remember to give him the day. Oh, god damn it, Hazel. Can you stand up for a second? Sorry. Same vision. Okay, I need to put a little line thing there. He's facing me straight on, okay? Okay, I need a couple of line bits there to help out. That'll help. Okay, thank you. What was going on? You need to speak up, woman.
That was probably me being a battered woman or not. Which, no. I've been made fat and happy.
Bleh. Don't like that either. Oh, God. It's late. Yeah. It's closer. It is closer. It's just not quite there. I don't think she has a pose like this. Well, and she also doesn't. I was gonna say, and she doesn't depict her characters from anywhere near the number of angles or scale that I do. Like, she doesn't draw feet normally. So I tend not to pay too much attention to what Mab does. I mean, she's a better artist, but I make it much more difficult for myself. almost good, but I can't quite get the elbow to feel like it's there. What do you think? It's not bad. No, I think that actually works. It makes it feel more foreshortened. It's just a matter of making it look convincingly like it's there, you know? Oh, fuck me. Sitting over there grooving out the music again. I saw you. Nope, now apparently there's you were totally ignoring me in every way, shape, or form. What's she saying?
I think I'm going to stream just for you. I've heard that Commander remix before.
What commander you had marked from what game? Because I will admit that I downloaded a bunch of music just based on what games they were from, and I didn't pay attention to what specific levels. It's like if it's not Dr. Wily, for example, from Mega Man, I may or may not be able to pick it out all the time. So just saying. Okay, cute. It's probably the one that's on right now. Oh, Commander Gamma! Look at that! If I just read the song title, I'm dumb. Shh. Nice one. Don't justify that. That's what I tell you. Because it's funny. It doesn't. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the music. I mean, that's part of the reason why I have it. Like, when it's just me in this chat, I pretty much just like having the music around, so. Yeah, that works. I have never actually played Mega Man X6, so I got through X3, and then everything after that was just like, oh, it's a Mega Man game. I'll just download the music. That's what I like. I like the music. Okay, that's working for me. And I guess I need to actually, like, put his arm out. Put you right back.
Oh, I'm writing on paper.
Still? Jeez, woman. Ace, supplement. Yeah. Yeah. I had heard pretty much everything from maybe X3, like X4 on was bad. Pink Kitty Rose, who I watched her stuff. She said she actually liked Mega Man X6 of all the later titles, but pretty much everything after X3 is qualified, if she likes any of them at all. So, yeah, I'll stick to the first three that were on Super Nintendo. I'm good with that. This is very good. Somehow that his hand showing up without actually having much orange. So this is me actually just talking to myself. Ignoring everyone. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm sorry, if Shovel Knight comes up, I always have to go to the first level song, because that song rocks. The stripes aren't on your arm, you goober. Wait. No, his stripes are on his arm. You goob. What the hell are you doing? Like that? That's sexy right there. Darkmoon working that pale arm. Awful. I saw on what was it, Awesome Games Done Quick. They had guys playing through X8. It didn't even, like, maybe it's a good game, but it didn't feel like a Mega Man game. Like, half the stages just didn't feel in any way, shape, or form like a proper Mega Man game, and the rest of them were okay. It didn't exactly win me over, so. Suffice it to say, I am not surprised the series ended after X8. And I think pretty much everyone can agree the less said about Command Mission, the better. Jake Kaufman, that's his name. See, just had to come around my hard drive. Shovel Knight guy, that's Jake Kaufman. He also did Shantae's soundtrack. I think we've discussed that before in here. Or I am being a huge fan of Shantae. Yes. She is. I need to have you, like, watch one of her games at some point. Because she is. It works. Arms, you suck. I'm starting to hate arms a lot. I think arms are unnecessary, and I should just stop drawing them altogether. Just stumps. We're just gonna call him Stumpy from now on. Yeah, he's just, yeah, I know. That's what I'm gonna write into the plot. Darkmoon now no longer has arms. It's tragic, but it'll give him some drama. He needs drama. I don't know. Have I ever done anything in CVRPG to get myself more viewers? No. My webcomic has been around for, like, 10 years, and I believe I have done the antithesis. No, 12 years, I'm sorry. And I've done the antithesis of trying to invite people into it. Yeah. Huh, let's make 20 different backstories and side comics that all tie in somehow. So if you actually want to read the whole archive, you have to read 5,000 comics, half of which don't even exist in the main archive. Yeah, that's Mason. That boy has to read through my whole archive again. Although, of course, that's on him. I told him he didn't have to read through my whole archive just to be able to do the review. He said he'd do it, like technically I paid him to do it. So that's on him. Good for him for deciding he needed to do it, but that's not something I'm forcing him to do. Straight through. Well, I mean, there are details that get lost at this point. It's 5,000 comics in. I don't remember everything that happens anymore. Every once in a while, someone puts out a comment on one of my comics going, "Hey, this isn't supposed to be like this, because blah, blah, blah," and I'm like, oh. And wave it away. That's in continuity because blah, blah. I'm just being lazy, don't tell anyone. There you go. The teacher assigned more stuff. Yeah, okay. As if I don't know anything about that. I know all there is to know about being lazy. Way to be a good student. I'm sure you are. You've been doing well enough at it. Well, if it was rocket science, I'd be afraid of the essence. I've heard what goes on in your class, and it's no. Yes. Something magic. That's how that works, right? Something magic? Yeah, absolutely. What? Donkey Kong. I think it's Donkey Kong versus Donkey Kong. Actually, it's a Donkey Kong Country matchup. Chat me on Twitter. I don't know. Something's going on there. I'm ignoring it. Twitter's like, you have reminders. I'm like, I don't care, Twitter, shut up. That was what I do. That's good. Hey, look, it's CDRPG, let's cheap out. But Support our first responders. To you, taxes. To you, taxes. Yeah, about that. Do you not see the irony of what you're doing? I don't know if we need to necessarily let it get too political up here. Again, we've done that enough. We did a lot of politics when Mason was in this. Well, to be fair, they had just had an election. It was worth discussing some Canadian politics for a bit. I mean, we just had an election, but it's America, so since it was an off-season, we don't really care. We should, but we don't. 7% of people in Indianapolis showed up for the election this year. Wow! Great job, Indiana. So you can think about it. It's not what I was expecting you to say, but sure, okay. As I said, I expect you to go, so I can think about it for a while before I decide to write on it. But, I can tell at this point, no, What's up? Are you even gonna watch one of them? Ethics. Ethics! It's 5 now. Oh, it's 4 now. He's chatting. He's chatting away. He's just a chatting machine. I posted it on Twitter.
You did? Okay.
I posted his spinning animation on Twitter. Yep. What? Okay. Don't worry, my pretty little head. Becky. Why would you do that? Don't give in to those bad impulses, Becky. Bad impulses. I have to start calling you Bad Impulse, Becky. You can go eat your whole birthday cake off your plate. Good for you. I feel like I should talk more, then I realized, hey, but people listen to music. No one wants to hear me talk. We don't pay you to talk. We pay you to draw. You don't pay me to draw. People pay me to write dick and fart jokes and cut and paste. It's not the same as paying me to draw. CVRPG, dick and fart jokes in a fantasy setting. Huh? Dick and fart jokes in a fantasy setting. I will say I have a dedicated. I mean, it may be small because okay. To be fair, I haven't actually checked website hits in a long time because it admittedly just never really interests me. Like whatever, it's a webcomic, yay. I have a dedicated, if small, potentially small, fan base. I have people that read the comic regularly. I'm very pleased with that. Thank you to everyone who does. So, I mean. That's the reason why I consider the Patreon, which I'm using now instead of PayPal. That's my tip jar. It's like, if people like it, they'll contribute. But it's not like I'm living off of what I make from this webcomic. So, if I don't make any money, whatever. Not the end of the world. I have a job. I can use my job to pay my bills. It's an excuse for me to try and perfect my artistic style so I can not be quite as shitty an artist. Hey, well, I may have accidentally failed to update the SWC on Thursday, Friday last week. Or Friday, Saturday, I guess. Oops. First time I've missed an update in like 2 years or something? Something like that. No, that was entirely me. If I remembered, I would have updated. I just completely forgot. Like, altogether, for both days, I just forgot. That's not on me, that's on me. Because I didn't prep enough backlog to cover it. So. My bad. But hey, most webcomics can't say, first time I've missed an update in 2 years. So, I'll take what I can get. No, he's not a character in my comic. The whole cow. Because I've been lazy. Admittedly, what I've been doing is I've been working on characters for CVRPG. I've been working on my Castlevania website. I've been working on 3 different card games that I will have out sometime in the next year. And the webcomic was forgotten about because I've been doing CVRPG comics instead. Really, I mean, when you take everything into perspective, I probably could be forgiven for a tiny lapse. Don't forgive me too much, though. It makes me feel like, I can get away with more stuff. I don't want to get away with more stuff. That was bad. Street Fighter has some rockabilly music too. But I have a schedule. Don't. Yeah, it's Ken's theme from Street Fighter. The American Ryu, or Ryu, however you want to pronounce it. See, that was when I was growing up. Everyone pronounced it Ryu because everyone wanted the Y to be hard. But I'm sure the Japanese pronunciation is actually like Ryu. R-Y-U. What are you doing? Googling Street Fighter? What? Ryu does have black hair. Yes, they have the same moveset. I mean, they differ. Like, I think it was starting with Super Street Fighter 2, they started differentiating the characters more. Ryu was, I want to say, more focused on his fireballs. And he got a more powerful fireball, whereas Ken became more focused on his Dragon Punch uppercut. So he got like a fiery version of the uppercut as his finishing, like his power finishing move, I think. So they started separating them out, and I think by this point they actually play, like they may use the same movesets, but they play very differently in terms of their powers and strengths, I think. I don't know, like, I need to look and see if Fei Long still showing up. Because Fei Long, I think, was the guy. He was basically Ryu and Ken, but with his legs. He'd, like, shoot fireballs and do, like, a dragon upper kick and shit. It's kind of weird. I know way too much about a series I play pretty much nothing. What's up? Oh, there you go. See, Nang pronounced it Ryu. The Japanese are just dumb. Pronounce your language the way we want you to pronounce it. Right? Right. Why are they? What the hell? You words good? What the fuck is going on? That's right. Something. You. No, wait. You. No, I do have a Star Trek ship that I drew at one point, remember? Do I have to go look this up? I have a Star Trek ship I drew. Let's see if I still have that. I have it somewhere. Yeah, that's the ship I made, was the Star Trek ship. Damn it! I have to go find that at some point, because I'm pretty certain he's not here at this point. Sad. I have the new ship, the giant, like, Argus that got, like... I have to go find my Star Trek ship or something that I do. Because I'm a giant nerd. Well, we're in America. I mean, whenever I just talk about the series, it's always Final Fantasy II US, Final Fantasy III US, because as far as we're concerned, those were the titles. It's like, I know the Game Boy titles are like Saga Frontier, or like Saga Legacy or some shit like that. Like they weren't Final Fantasy II, Final Fantasy Legend, Final Fantasy II Legend, Final Fantasy Legend in Japan. They were just Final Fantasy Legend here to try to sell them. Like the Final Fantasy Adventure was like Seiken Densetsu or some shit like that. I know that's the title they gave them here, but in my head, they're always going to be Final Fantasy Legend 1 through 3 and Final Fantasy Adventure. I know they're part of the other series, and I organize my music with them, but they're always going to be Final Fantasy titles. So, it's like Japan may call Super Mario Bros. 2 Super Mario US, but it's Super Mario Bros. 2. Their Super Mario Bros. 2 is the Lost Levels, and that's how it's always going to be. That's it. No other way around it. fine. No, he's just got a bare bicep. It's totally different.
Oh,
Look at that bicep.
okay.
Rawr. That was terrible. And I joined you in it. What does that say about me? Yes. Well, she's not. I know she's Princess Peach, but like, when I refer to her, I have to refer to her now as Princess Peach Toadstool because though there are those of us that think of her as Princess Toadstool, and there are those of us that know that her first name is Peach. That's it. Like, and now it's getting to the point where I'm confused as to which one's which. Like, well, did I always remember her as Toadstool, or did I always remember her as Peach? Now I don't even know anymore. Nintendo has screwed up my entire mental capacity. It's not old age, it's Nintendo's fault. Although, speaking of, I really do need to get Mario Maker at some point. I want to make really shitty levels that no one wants to play. Spending a lot of time working on a wireframe that no one's ever going to see. Because then I'd have to draw ripped fabric, and there's something I never want to do. That's something I never want to do. Bad idea, Becky's do not art. And that's a lie, too, because you are going to art. You have your little webcomic you're going to do at some point. My dismissive little webcomic. Well, and his is only gigantic if you know just how long his archive is. Like, it's not that huge right now, but it's gigantic if you pay attention to just how much he has planned long term. I think the last count I heard is his comic wouldn't only outlive him, but it would outlive him, I think, at this point by like 80 years or some shit. It's frightening. Okay. See, I don't know enough about Sailor Moon, but I'm sure that's probably the case. Like, anime. Becky has heard me rant. Everyone has heard me rant. Everyone is tired of me ranting about anime. It's my rant about anime is almost as bad as my rant about zombies. No one wants to hear me rant about zombies anymore. They're all tired of it. Fast versus slow. See? Right there. Right there. No one wants to hear me rant about it anymore. You listen to what I say. But you still don't want to hear it. No matter what anyone says, or how many times I see it on speedruns or anything else, for example, like, Mega Man will never be Rockman. I know his name is Rock, but he will never be Rockman. That's just not, like, that conjures an image of, like, a character made of rock that's not going to happen for me. He is Mega Man, that's all there is to it. What? What? Okay. You are not going to say anything I don't hear regularly living in Indianapolis because of all the goddamn Colts fans. Like, I get it regularly from them. And it's a matter of, okay, we will have this conversation here for a few brief moments. Yes, they probably cheated. I'm not going to, I'm not the investigators, I don't know. They got fined and Tom Brady got penalized basically for not helping out with the investigation, which certainly would lead to an issue. However, were it a real court case, probably, it's one of those things that he would have had to have been subpoenaed, and if he had destroyed the phone after the subpoena, that would have been an issue. At the time, there was no, court of law sort of thing. At this point, it would be hard to prove anything. But let's just go into the assumption that, yeah, he probably cheated. There are a couple issues I have with the statement on that. So it's not yeah, they've cheated in the past, sure. I get the scrutiny involved with that, and sure, Belichick is an evil bastard. No, you're probably never going to meet a Patriots fan that doesn't agree, yeah, Belichick is evil. However, he wins, so I'm kind of just tolerant of it, I guess is the best way to put it. We're not getting rid of him. So if we're going to enjoy having our team, we have to just embrace the fact that we're going to have an evil bastard in charge of it, who at least has good strategy in a lot of senses. Like this year, when they're obviously under the microscope and they can't get away with any of the cheating Belichick wants to do, then, they're still winning. So the strategy of his coaching is still good, whether or not he's trying to get away with getting an edge in something. I still like my team. Brady is a fantastic quarterback, whether or not they're pulling stupid shit on the field and in the locker room and anywhere else. And there's also a simple fact of the same year that the Patriots were dinged for cheating, there were quarterbacks caught. I think Ravens were one of them. There were quarterbacks caught using the sticky stuff on some of their players for catching and throwing and everything else, and arguably the issues the things that they were using to cheat were even more likely to actually benefit them in the game of football than what Brady was doing, or allegedly doing, which he probably was doing. Let's be honest. For instance, the thing with the deflated balls makes them easier to throw at the lower PSI, but harder to catch, or easier to catch, but harder to throw. So, arguably, there was little gained benefit from what happened. Still, probably cheated. Still, probably did it. Not arguing that fact. So it's a matter of, they get dinged, and they get dinged hard, and they get penalized massively for it, sure. But the other teams that did it, there's no huge scandal for them, and there's no, giant outcry, and get rid of their coach, get rid of their quarterback, kick them out of the Hall of Fame when they finally get in. So it's have issue with primarily is the double standard of making a big stink about the Patriots doing it when other teams are caught doing their own level of cheating the same year. I just think we should be treating all the teams the same. And if we're going to make a big issue about the Patriots doing it, which, sure, okay, no problem with that. They were caught cheating, more than likely. Then that's an issue, and they should be penalized for it. Let's penalize everyone else at the same scale for what they were doing. So, that's where I am. Do I think they cheated? More than likely. You open that can of worms, you got my rant. I gave that same exact rant to one of my coworkers earlier this week because he decided to raise the issue. Umberto. He was like, they're cheaters. I'm like, yeah, but they're undefeated cheaters. Well, that's the thing. He's rooting for the Colts, and that's his own fault. Really? Really? Pick a better team. Hey, they were doing well last year. This is
I was hoping that my team versus face off.
one year. I'm really hoping that they will face off so that we can go see their the Super Bowl game and yell at each other. It'd be awesome. That's what I want.
Every time we get to yell at each other. House divided.
House divided, whatever. Neither of us care enough about football to watch it regularly. I like watching it during the playoffs when it actually matters. During the regular season, it's it never feels like the regular season matters that much. Primarily because the brackets are set up in such a way that a lot of good teams are together and a lot of bad teams are together, and because the brackets determine who goes where and faces off with whom, a really shitty team could end up in the playoffs, and a really good team could be shut out of the playoffs just by where they are in the various regional brackets. So. What's up? Yeah, but you're the one who's actually voice chatting with me right now. If you sit in here in the room with me and you're like, what? I'm gonna be like, what's going on? And then you don't. That's the rule. That looks good. I know, right? I check the standings once a week. Did they lose? No? Oh, okay, whatever. Did they crush the team they were playing? Yep. Oh, okay, whatever. Did they lose? Yes. Okay, whatever. Hey, they won one game. That was the week you should have paid attention. I know, right? Well, I mean, you guys are sucking even worse than the Bears, who my friend Josh really loves. And I'm like, that's on you for loving a shitty team. And he recognizes that. He's like, yeah, that's on me. I shouldn't like them as much as I do, but I do. At a certain point, you don't get to pick your team anymore. You're stuck with the team you're stuck with. And back years ago when the Patriots sucked, I was still a fan. I get to enjoy them now because they win. And right now they're on their Destroy the World for Saying We Were Cheaters tour. It's what it is, let's just face it. They're playing with vim and vigor right now because they were accused of being cheaters, which they probably are. And they have a point to prove, which, good for them. I get to say that my team is undefeated, under a microscope, when everyone knows they're not cheating. So, it is what it is. But you were totally justified in hating me. I can't blame you for that. I don't blame anyone for hating my team. Belichick is an evil, evil man. But yay, they're winning. Woo! That's what it boils down to. Yay, they're winning. Woo! Pay attention to see how the Steelers win. I don't know. Or having said that name, I'll probably tell you. See, this is what I'm saying. Their record's not actually as shitty as some other teams that are going to make it into the playoffs. It's such a bizarre question. Probably not. Let's go with Batman. That's the cheating answer. Batman. Because Batman. Hey, remember, Death is not entirely undefeated. Bucky actually did technically best back in Game 2. See, there's shit that I still remember. Most of the plot lines I still remember at this point are the ones that still somehow or another feed into what I'm doing right now, so... Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, creepy art. You're over there making noises. And doing your McConnell impression. Oh, y'all. The Jon Stewart McConnell impression. Everyone does. Well, everyone who paid attention to liberal media does. I'm sure there are plenty of conservatives that are quite pleased he's gone now. Is it? What? That's helpful. It's true. You don't have to think too much about it. That's nice. What? Darkmoon loses. Doesn't even matter. Darkmoon's not supposed to win. Like, when he's saving his friends, Darkmoon is allowed to win. On his own, Darkmoon is not supposed to win. Darkmoon needs the other people around him to be a winner. He's not supposed to be able to get away with shit on his own. As I've said before, I think in like commentaries and so forth, he is the anti-Stu. He's supposed to be a loser at everything, and then just gets by because of the people he knows and his current lack of charisma, I guess is the best way to put it. But yeah, Darkmoon's not supposed to be a winner. Let's go. Hey, hand poses. That actually needs to be a little funny just a little. Oh. Darkmoon can talk now. Blah, blah, blah. I'm Darkmoon and I don't know anything. Okay. Well, let's go open this old sheet. I need to see what other various talky things I need to do. Characters. Heroes. Darkmoon. He does need different hand positions. I haven't done all of his hands yet. Oh, thinking pose. I should probably do his thinking pose next. I'm Darkmoon. Let me think like this. Blah, 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 blah. I make great points. I just stopped paying attention to what I'm doing and stopped getting hard on myself. Word stuffs. Word stuffs. Becky does. Whoa! His arm is not connected. That was embarrassing for him. Oh! Sorry about that, D. Gotta fix that. Sorry, D. I didn't. Actually, I should probably re-shade it too, because I didn't shade it right. Darkmoon's not a winner. Darkmoon's not a winner. But it's true, he's not. He's not the worst character I write. That would be Angel. As I have in my FAQs on my website that Darkmoon or Angel is the most irredeemable character ever, which is true. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes. He's terrible. He's not just kinda, he really is. Maybe you're right. Maybe Richter's worse. Maybe. Richter is a terrible person, I will agree with that. Like, terrible. There's very little redeeming about him, and yet somehow he's lovable in that respect. You just hate him now? I don't think... Well... Okay. Maybe. Whoa, wrong thing. Don't want to flash off that too much, because then that will just bog down everything. The winglings. Maybe. He's fun to write. I think part of the reason why Angel is, like, more tolerable, certainly, than Darkmoon is because, or than Richter, is because Angel doesn't show up as much. He doesn't get major plot lines. When he actually had a major plotline with Tales from Fallen, he was actually a redeemable character, because he had to actually show some growth during the course of it. I've mostly managed to shutter all that growth because Dark Angel has not changed much since, but... will agree with that. He's a terrible person. He's a terrible, terrible person. But of course, here's something. I can easily explain that away. Easily. Angel may not have much growth over the course of the series and may appear to get worse because you never know. Much of what happened earlier that caused growth could technically happen at a different point in his timeline from everyone else because he bounces around through time. Who knows if the Angel we're seeing right now is actually the older version of him? Yeah, on the flip side, I just write him because he's an asshole. Like, he's not supposed to be there to grow. No. I'll have Angel write that. Say it for me, Angel. Say it, sister. I liked the Richter doppelganger. Like, especially in Villains, he grew as a character. He was redeemable in ways... that was actually kind of what I was going with. If Richter is the bad guy, then the doppelganger is the good guy. Yeah. But, like, I needed him to be able to bring back Dracula. I mean, I think... isn't technically he's back in continuity? Like, no, a Richter doppelganger was reintroduced at the end of DSWC, and I didn't do anything with him because it wasn't the same Richter doppelganger. It didn't feel right. Continuity is so convoluted because it's like DSWC is so dumb. I don't care what I do with it sometimes. So if it gets complicated and stupid, well, whatever. I'll just reboot again at some point. What? Oh, God, please don't. It's DSWC, no one should put that much effort into it. I don't put that much effort into it. I gotta do his thinking face, but I gotta do it in such a way that it actually works with the pose I have. I have to redraw his arm to be able to pull this off. That sucks. Because, yeah, on its own, his arm doesn't... Well, I mean, if you don't, like, change position on arm anyway, and you just fold it up, the arm doesn't get much higher than here.
Yeah.
So it's perfectly positioned. It's right where it should be. Well, I actually probably am going to change his hand for this. But it's, you know, it's one of those things of I have to get the arm in just the right pose where he can do that. So it's got to be, like, here? You sure? Like that? Okay, but then I have to get the other arm up in position to go there. Yeah, I know. I gotta foreshorten. No, you're fine. I have to foreshorten. I get that. It's not bad. And for any of you watching, if you're fans of the RPG that I wrote, there's a game in this book. Eventually, some of this artwork will get recycled in certain forms for Sven and his companions, so keep an eye out for the next version of There's a Game in this book coming out in 2017. Shameless plug. Shameless plug, done. What? The Stormtrooper people? Yeah. Really? That can't go well. I would think that would probably go very poorly, honestly. Those courses are hard. I would want to do them. Oh, what are you doing? Dude. Illustrator, dude, I'm telling you. I wish Ninja Warrior was on DVD. I would buy the shit out of that. I mean, it's not surprising. I'd buy the shit out of just about anything, but I would really buy the shit out of that. I like that show. Scala? That's another one. I don't know if it's supposed to be Shala with a SH sound, because that's what I hear whenever I watch, like, speedruns. But, like, it's an SCH is how it's spelled. So I would think it should be Scala. But then there was the, do you pronounce it Marl with a soft E, or Marley with a hard E? I always pronounce it Marley, and I'm sure that one's wrong, too. No, I'm just... Chrono Trigger. I believe we can all agree it should be pronounced Chrono. Chrono. Yeah. Chrono. He's Dr. Chrono. Not exactly. I'm going to fix it some. And yes, lots of Scala or Shala or whatever you want to pronounce it mixes in this. I like Chrono Trigger. The problem with doing a properly shaped hand is now I actually have to draw fingers. Thanks, Becky. That's not going to look right. I can't tell you. Oh, you're right. Actually, no, you're right. Actually, thank you for that help. That actually was good.
Yes.
For once.
Yes.
For once.
Yes.
For once, I'm a complete failure, my wife.
Yes.
You're like, I'll take it.
I have my accomplishments up for the week.
I will take what I can get.
My job here is done. Good night.
It is part of the.
Meg is like, Corona-san!
It sounds more like we're saying Corona-san. Yeah, you're right. Corona-san.
She's like, I listened to and okay, I see.
Yeah.
The sprite work. Yes. Oh my god.
This? Oh, the sprite work from CBR or from Chrono Trigger. Yeah, that game is pretty. It really is. Love that game so much. It's a pity we've never gotten a proper sequel, because I don't consider Chrono Cross to be a proper sequel. Screw that game. Aside from CVRPG. I mean, that was... CVRPG was purposely done to be in a Chrono Trigger style. I mean, that's why I pretty much use Chrono Trigger and Second Densetsu 3 backgrounds for everything. What's up, that? His hand is too big. They are, but his hand should be like this. That. Yes. That's exactly what the impulse said. I would go because I'm What? I tried to watch a Power Rangers game, playthrough of the Nintendo one. Oh my god, that game was bad. Bad. It was so poorly drawn and, like, animated. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Meg says, you and half the Fruto fandom hate Cross.
I know. I like the music. I'll say that I like the music. I liked the concept of what they were trying to do. The plot was pretty terrible, and the fact that they tried to cram so many characters in without really giving them much in the way of backstory per character. Like, not like backstory, like plot to do. Part of what I liked about Chrono Trigger was so much was that every character felt essential. Even though you could swap them out and they had different stories going on, they all felt essential to the story. None of the characters really felt essential in Chrono Cross. Like, you play through and you can just settle on 2 or 3 characters, and aside from a couple of side quests where their plot beats became important, none of the characters were important besides the 3 you like playing as. So I always had, Bumblefuck, what's his name? I always had Surge, the soda. I always had Surge in my party. Sergei, I believe is what he was supposed to be, but Surge. I always had Surge in my party, and I always had, Kid, and the little girl who was part of the team of, I'm gonna say team of assassins, but they weren't assassins. The, team of warriors that are at the castle that you first encounter. And then you have to fight all of them, and then depending on what happens, they join you in that or whatever. I usually had the girl from that in my party. And that was my team. And then I was done. It was like, I didn't need anyone else. I didn't care about anyone else. I didn't have to care about anyone else. And that was the problem. Like, there was such character development for most of the characters in Chrono Trigger that, you know, you wanted to play with everyone. You wanted to experience what they were going to say in certain situations. Because everyone said the exact same thing in Chrono Cross, it made everything that was going on that much less interesting. Like, they just had a speech engine in place, and then they just had each of the characters' accents built in the same exact speech, so that you always got the same exact thing from every character. It was bad game design. And then an not official, but a fan-created sequel that's just filling in gaps in Chrono Trigger when it's obvious that Square isn't going to ever go back and do anything else with Chrono Trigger. That gets shut down because it's Square. So, I'm talking, of course, about Crimson Echoes, I believe is what it was called. Yeah. Definitely ranted about that. Marcy? Oh, is that what the girl was called? Okay, cool. Thank you. Yes, that was who I used. I mean, more or less what I recreated was the dynamic of Marl, Luca, and Chrono from the first game. It's more or less what it was. I mean, there were parts of, like, Chrono Cross I liked. As I said, I liked the sound. I actually didn't hate the art style. I thought for a 3D RPG, the art style was pretty nice. I rather liked the leveling system. I kind of liked that there wasn't really levels. You just you fought bosses and then gained experience, quote unquote, that way, and then each time you fought a boss, you just leveled up. I thought that was interesting. There were some concepts that worked. The magic system was broken. I didn't like that at all, having to buy your crap and everything. I'm not sure what was it called. Oh, the characters. Yeah. Okay. So I mean, there was issues. Let's just go with issues. I did play through it a couple times, so it wasn't like I hated it as much as I could have. At some point, but as far as the Chrono series is concerned, it definitely doesn't feel like a proper sequel. And then, of course, the simple fact that they effectively killed or ruined everything that happened in the first game with Guardia in the plot of the second game. I'm just like, really? This is how you honor the game that we liked? This is what you guys want to do with it? That seems weird to me. So. Didn't much appreciate that. Anyway. CE? Was that, Silicon. That's an S. Remind me who CE is. Really do have a good mix of music. Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, the sequel getting shut down. That was bullshit. They're not doing anything with that series at all right now. Chrono Break was announced, like, through trademark registrations and everything else, years and years ago. And, then nothing came of it. And the artist is too expensive to hire anymore, and the production team behind it is gone, and Square has said unless they can get all the people behind the Chrono games back, they won't make another one. So they're not going to do anything with the series. It's dead. It's abandoned. But a couple fans want to just make a fun game honoring it, and I don't even think they were trying to make money off it. They just simply wanted to make a fun game in the Chrono Trigger universe for fans to enjoy, and Square closed it. Like, that's fun. But it's the same reason why I always make sure I have plenty of humor going on in CBRPG, because if it's parody, then Konami can never shut down what I do. It's humor, and American law protects parody. If it was a straight, serious webcomic, who knows, maybe Konami could shut it down for some reason. So, same reasoning, it's their property. I get that that's their property. But when fans are just doing it for the love of the series and they're not making money off of it, or in my case, and they're just having fun doing it for the sake of appreciating what you do, and it doesn't take away from what you guys have with your product, why is it a big deal? Why? That's just me. Alright, sure, we can do that. Yeah. That's weird. I mean, I'm a fan because I have family that lives in the region. I justify my weird fandom based on that. I know there are Colts fans that feel like I shouldn't be a fan. They're like, you live in Memphis, you should be an Indianapolis Colts fan. No. That just means that wherever I live, I'm supposed to cheer for the team. That's not how that works. If I was going to be anything other than a Patriots fan, I would be a Redskins fan. But the Redskins have always sucked, in my opinion. I'm never going to be there. That's just not happening. Fuck the Redskins. In fact, most people who come from Virginia hate the Redskins. So screw that. But, that's good. Oh. I like doing it in weird ways through things that no one uses. Like, I know they're, like, YouTube... Twitch only just started, like, creative streaming recently. And, I know there's a couple of other, like, streaming services for creatives, but they aren't used as much. And it just felt like doing it through all of their services and... Plus, the fact that YouTube auto-archives is nice, and I can just be strange and different. Yeah. Anyway, it's 10 o'clock. That was what I was going to say. I think we actually made some decent progress. I got 8 talking poses done today, and I created a new... one of them is his sexy thinking pose. Sexy thinking pose! Sexy thinking pose. So, good work today. Maybe I'll try and get some of these other sexy poses done this week after I get caught up on the comics. Really sweet. Yes, thanks for coming to the chat, Ning. Nang was in the text chat, and then on the voice chat today was myself and my lovely wife Sprockets, also known as Rebecca. Music was provided, as I mentioned before, primarily by Overclock Remix, but also some music from Jake Kaufman, such as Crypt of the Necro Dancer and Shantae, and you should go buy his shit, because his shit is awesome. And then go steal a bunch of crap from Overclock Remix like I did, because they seem to appreciate that. And then various other soundtracks, if they showed up, provided by Square and Konami and Nintendo and stuff like that. We will be picking this up again next Sunday with whatever progress I've made at that point, plus today. And yes, thank you for joining, and we will see you next time. Until then, that's not what I'm trying to speak. Where's my thingy?